tummy, 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 tummy time. It's time for tummy time. Tummy, 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 tummy time. It's time for tummy time. We love tummy time. We love tummy time. We love tummy time. We love tummy time.
What systems in the body directly affect the appearance and the functionality of our skin? Okay. So somebody said kidneys. That is the third. Yes, that is the third. There's two. Liver is one of the two. And what's the other one? That's right, Juliana. The intestine, the digestive system, the colon. That's right. Okay. And so the small intestine and the colon work very, very much together. So if we really, really want and are choosing to have an exquisite glowing skin situation, or get rid of a skin challenge we've had for quite some time, is topical going to be enough? No, we need to go internal. We absolutely have to go internal. And remember, what you put in your mouth shows up on your skin. Mine does in a matter of hours. If I eat something I'm not supposed to, you can tell. I cannot hide it because it shows up on my skin. All right. And some people they can hide it longer, but I'm not one of those. So let's talk about some things that will help us, simple, easy things that will help us. Let's talk about Life 9. Life 9 is one of the most powerful things that we can give our body. Why? Because one of the things that it does is it gives us the foundational core and helps our cells to remember what it's like to properly function in a digestive and an immune system. Many people have allergies. Many people have histamine. And do you know anybody who gets a scratch and they get all red? That means they're loaded with histamines. Okay, they have a huge histamine response. And by the way, if that's you, I'd be drinking Melissa oil, or I'd be drinking Copaiba oil. And I'd definitely be on Life 9 for sure. And I'd be on Allerzyme if you happen to be one of those people. Okay. Well, you have a lot of histamines in your body. But Life 9, okay, or you could even do Mighty Pro. Okay, but Life 9 is a little more powerful, but you could do Mighty Pro too. Calling Life 9 a probiotic is like calling Superman a newspaper reporter. Y'all with me on that? It's disguised as that so that it can function in the world, but it is so much more. This took 7 years to develop. Did you know that? 7 years of research to develop. You know, when Varun said that they were working for 3 years on the golden turmeric, this took 7 years. Okay. And this has 9 billion cultures, hence it's called Life 9, each with the ability to implant 100,000 times. Who can add up 9 billion times 100,000? Who's got math that good? That is what, when you take one of these, that's what you put in you that's going to work. And it doesn't stop. It does not ever stop. It never takes a break. It never calls in sick. And it never goes and gets distracted. It is programmed to go in and help your body remember what it's like to create proper enzymatic action. Remember what it's like to create an environment where your body can properly function in a healthful, digestive, and excretory manner. All right. So and keep it in the fridge. I took mine, actually I keep mine in the freezer in the summer, but truly, it is truly one of the best. And it is time released. So if you take it out of the capsule, it's not really time released then, but it's still better if you can't take capsules. And keep it in the fridge, or you can swap out for the Mighty Pro. The Mighty Pro has different strands than these. This is one set of strands. Mighty Pro has another. Some people like to alternate around back and forth. So this truly is your skin's best friend, truly your skin's best friend. And this is Life 9. Okay. How many of you are taking this and seeing really good results? I am. I cannot function very well without this. I can tell you. Yeah, it's really powerful. And there are days when I'll take 3. Like we at our event on Saturday, it was supposed to be just wild rice. but evidently they had some bulgur wheat or something in with it that was kind of crunchy and thick and plump. And I had some bitefuls of it, and I'm like, this is more than, and I'm very reactive to gluten. And so guess what? My body went boop and swelled right up. So I promptly that evening came home and took 3 of these bad boys, 3 Life 9, and felt a whole lot better the next day, a lot better. So I always take this. I know there's major controversy, but what I was taught is to not take it on an empty stomach. What I was taught is that you need food in your gut for this to implant to. Okay. And that came from one of the creators of this and Gary himself. So Mark and Gary. So definitely you want to have some food, and that's why I do mine at the end of the day. Okay. There you go. Now let's talk about the next thing. Any questions on Life 9? Anybody? Okay. Pooping to, oh, popping. Julia's popping to down now. I thought she said pooping to. Sorry, Julia. Well, you know what? You know why I saw she wrote popping, but I saw pooping because guess what this does? This helps you to have a very healthy moving experience. So if you're too urgent and not in a nice, comfortable, well-formed experience, this will help reset that. If you've got rectal fissures or tightness, or where you're not having at least 2 moving experiences every day that are good, well-formed, the size of a well-formed colon, this will become your BFF very quickly, very, very quickly. Okay, so that's Life 9. All right. Okay. And so if you take Life 9 now, how long before you can take Detoxime? So Mark and Gary always said, let at least an hour go by. Let at least an hour go by. Okay, there you go. Very good. It likes to be an only child for at least an hour. Okay, Life 9 really likes to be an only child for at least an hour when it comes to other supplementation or oils internally. All right, great.
Hey everyone, this is Chèrie, and coming on here today to talk to you about probiotics, prebiotics, both separate, and what's the difference. So first of all, Life 9 is an actual probiotic. So what does a probiotic do? It replenishes the wonderful beneficial bacteria in our gut. That's what Life 9 does. Now let's go to a prebiotic. What does a prebiotic do? Well, KidSense actually has both in. So let me tell you, what is a prebiotic? Ningxia Red is a prebiotic. And one of my most fun, delicious ones, because I make this in my smoothie every day, of course, in addition to this, is ICP Daily. The ICP Daily is a delicious prebiotic. So what is a prebiotic? It is a food source for the probiotic. Basically what it does is it brings in wonderful, wonderful nutritional benefits for the beneficial bacteria that is in our gut and our digestive system. So what are the signs that you need a prebiotic? Okay, so again, Mighty Pro has both pro and pre in it. ICP Daily, Ningxia Red are just 2 of our favorite prebiotics. If you experience bloating, if you experience cramping, if you experience gas or indigestion, if you experience any type of excess acid at all, if you experience diarrhea or constipation, those are signs you need a really good prebiotic, which are these 2, and or our amazing Mighty Pro. So let's talk about who needs a probiotic. Babies need a probiotic. If you've been on a lot of antibiotics or any antibiotics that have upset your whole terrain in your digestive process, if you have mood issues, mood swings like anxiety or depression or any other issues of like unstable or just plain irregular moods where for extended periods of time you're just plain disengaged from life. If you have any blood sugar issues, okay, whether you have diabetes or insulin resistance, if you have a cancer diagnosis, if you have allergies, if you have, of course, constipation or diarrhea, and if you have really sensitive tummies, these are all people who really would benefit greatly from a probiotic. Okay, also, what does a probiotic do? It helps improve digestion tremendously. It helps ease constipation and diarrhea, both actually, one or the other. This is the cool part. It increases mineral absorption. So that is a probiotic, and of course, that is our Life 9 and our Mighty Pro. Both our Life 9 and Mighty Pro are probiotics. So again, increases mineral absorption. If you are a person who has a lot of cramping, leg cramping, muscle cramping, restless legs, things like that, these two items are going to be a really good friend for you, okay? It helps to regulate your cholesterol and triglycerides. Yeah, that's what our probiotics do for us. It really helps us to create a healthy and resilient immune system. And I'm not talking an overactive immune system. I'm talking an immune system that is functioning properly. So you're not low and weak, and so you're not autoimmune where it's too aggressive. Alrighty? So let's go into specifically now. I want to talk specifically about Mighty Pro. All right. Now, first of all, this is formulated in such that you do not need to refrigerate it, but I do. I just always refrigerate my pre and my probiotics. Okay. This is both, so I refrigerate it. I do not, Ningxia Red is really nice to refrigerate. You don't have to the packets, but the bottles, once you open, they do. And of course, the ICP Dailies, a powder, that one you don't need to. And this is a prebiotic. You don't need to refrigerate this, alrighty? So my two things right off the bat, once they're open and you want to you're going to want to refrigerate them, is both the Mighty Pro and the Life 9. So let's specifically go to Mighty Pro. Oh, before I forget, for animals, you definitely want to do Life 9. And they are time released. So if you open up the capsule, you're going to not get the benefits of the time released. However, you will still get tremendous benefits of all of the beneficial microbes that are in here to help recolonize and reestablish a immensely resilient digestive system, which then goes into the immune system and other things which you're going to find out right now. Okay, so that's our Life 9. So if you're working with animals at all, you want to do the Life 9. You do not want to do the Mighty Pro. And because of the ingredients. Okay, so let's go. So what does Mighty Pro have in it? Well, of course, Mighty Pro has our amazing wolfberry in it. It has our Lycium barbarum, and it has actually particles of the berry. And this is, again, a prebiotic. So this truly is a food source for all of the other microbes that I'm going to talk about. And because we're going to get into them, and there's quite a few. We have a significant amount of our wonderful microbes in here that actually help. And you're going to learn what they help with. And they have the ability to implant over 100,000 times each one of these. So when you do the math, you'll be like, what? Yes, that's where we're headed. So let's go. We're going to go to Lactobacillus paracesi. How you like that? LPC 37. How about I just say it that way? What is this good for? And everything now I'm talking about is in Mighty Pro, okay? It helps with both psychological and physiological stamina and resilience. There's been extensive research done on this that actually it helped to reduce the markers of stress and anxiety in children and adults. It helps to bring down anxiety, help us to literally break down the food that we eat. It helps tremendously with nutrient absorption, really over the top to absorb the maximum nutrients from everything we're consuming. It helps to fight off the bad organisms. It helps to literally reduce inflammation in the body, not just the gut, but in the body. It also helps to reduce fat cell accumulation. Did you hear me? Not only does it slow down weight gain, but it helps to reduce fat cell accumulation, the unhealthy white fat cells. It also helps to alleviate insulin resistance. It helps to restore pancreatic B cell function. Do you know how tremendous that is, that this product actually helps to reduce pancreatic B cell function, which allows us to have a more healthy functioning pancreas again. Let's go to Lactobacillus acidophilus. That's the one everybody knows about, yogurt and this and that. It helps really to strengthen the beneficial bacteria growth. In other words, it's like fertilizer for our beneficial bacteria growth. Again, helps to bring down inflammation, not only in the gut and the digestive system, but the whole body, including joints and cells. Okay, everywhere in the body. It helps with immunomodulation. And this is key. This is really key, because when I say immunomodulation, what that means is if your immune system is weak, it helps your body to create more of those beneficial T cells. If you have a confused, over-aggressive immune system, like an autoimmune diagnosis, like I have been multiple times diagnosed with that, multiple different ones, it literally helps to get them all working properly again and stop the over-ramping. And then, of course, this wonderful Lactobacillus acidophilus is a great antihistamine. Absolutely the best antihistamine of all the lactobacillus. It's really wonderful. Now let's go to LP115, which is called Lactobacillus plantarum. It is tremendous for immune resiliency. Everything that we're talking about is in our Mighty Pro. Okay, it helps to alleviate specifically intestinal disorders and any unpleasant intestinal diagnosis. It reduces the risk of cardiovascular incidences. I want you to hear that. Did you all hear that? So it's not just for infants, even though Mighty Pro says it's for the part of our KidSense line. Adults, are you listening up too? It reduces the risk of cardiovascular incidences. That's LP115. Lactobacillus plantarum, okay? It also reduces the size of the fat cells tremendously. And you're going to see at the end of this short little video, one of our wonderful members' beautiful granddaughter, and the transformation she went under just by doing, because these come in packets, so it's easy for kids. Great little packets. You just pop a packet a day. Some may need more, okay? She did 1 packet a day, and you will see her transformation over time. Did not change her diet, did not make any other changes, did not increase exercise or anything. But when she started to feel better and feel less fluffy, if you will, she had more energy to go out and have fun. And so you're going to see those pictures at the very end. Of course, it also helps with gut health. It helps with all metabolic disorders and unpleasant diagnoses. It helps with brain health. And it also helps to strengthen the gut-brain axis. And we know now with current research, and more is coming, how much what goes on in our gut affects what goes on up here. So now let's go to Lactobacillus rhamnosus GGAF. It stops diarrhea. It also circumvents rotavirus. It really goes in and handles irritable bowel syndrome. It is one of the best things for when you've been on antibiotics and your whole digestive system is kittywampus. It's really good to help bring that back quickly to harmony. It's great for all types of yeast infections or yeast overgrowth. Wherever you have yeast in your body that it doesn't belong there, the Lactobacillus rhamnosus GGAF is really powerful for the overgrowth of yeast. It is also very good for chronic fatigue. It is very good for people who have lactose intolerance. These little Mighty Pros, y'all, they're called Mighty for a reason. It is also very good for people who have eczema and other skin issues. Now I'm going to throw this at you, UTIs. There's research that have proven that this Lactobacillus rhamnosus GGAF helps to really pull back UTIs, urinary tract infections. And with all of that, if that's not enough, it helps kick anxiety to the curb. That's right. Now, it reduces the unhealthy white fat cells. And it also has been proven to reduce the white adipose tissue. That's that thick cellulite belly, butt, thigh, arm fat that it just, no matter what you do, doesn't seem to be able to go anywhere. That's that. That's the GGAF lacto. Okay, it is so, so good for us. Now let's go to the Lactobacillus rhamnosus 6594. So again, another adjunct of that. It strengthens the gut. It literally goes in and helps the gut to not only feel more resilient, but be more resilient. It is also very good to help literally calm down irritable bowel syndrome and again, UTIs. Really powerful for chronic fatigue as well, because of now we're finding, because of the gut-brain connection, how much it works together. And then of course we have depression. Anything to do with you, whether it's postnatal anxiety, tremendous, absolutely great research studies on the Lactobacillus rhamnosus 6594 for postnatal anxiety, and also that depression and traditional depression, how really it works with the gut-brain axis to help that. And did you know that this wonderful Lactobacillus rhamnosus 6594 helps with cavities? That's right. It helps literally get our body, the bacteria that holds itself in the mouth, that creates the cavities, it kicks it to the curb. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought that this simple little pre and probiotic would help with what's going on here? Now, let's go to our Streptococcus thermophilus. Does it sound like we're actually in Greece with all these thermophilises and ophilises? Well, Streptococcus thermophilus. Okay, so what does it do? It fights off the bad organisms. If we come into contact with any unhealthy microbes, it literally helps to create a barrier and fights them off for us. It's like the first line of defense where it goes after those if they get entered into our body. It also improves healthy weight gain in infants and in people that have a hard time gaining weight. But, here's the but, it does not cause weight gain in people and infants that don't need it. So it's only for those who are significantly underweight and have a hard time putting on healthy weight. Does not affect those of us who have no problem adding on those extra inches, okay? So now let's go to Bifidobacterium infantis, okay? BI26. Alrighty? So, irritable bowel syndrome, absolutely. Gas, bloating, absolutely. Chronic fatigue syndrome, absolutely. Okay? Very powerful for ulcerative colitis. It helps to calm and soothe ulcerative colitis. And then, of course, rounding that up is psoriasis. One of the things that we always say is that all skin issues are from the gut and from the liver. That's right. All skin issues are from the gut and the liver. And when we work with this really powerful, these powerful healthy microbes, and we do it long enough, and I'm talking maybe 6 to 9 months, you might see some changes. It all depends upon what you're putting in here. How much water you're drinking, how much other things maybe you're drinking or not eating or eating. That's all a factor. So when we work with this, you also are learning more and more about the health of the brain because of the gut. And of course, our joint health, our healthy weight, our emotional moods, everything across the board is started and stemmed with the roots of our health and well-being, which is our digestive process and the terrain of our whole digestive system. So whether you're an infant or whether you're an adult, this Mighty Pro is great. I love to travel with this because I don't need to keep a refrigerator. And I just do one of these, or if I'm really overstressed, because so many of these wonderful beneficial bacterias, okay, and these wonderful lactobacilluses and the whole families of them, are really tremendous to bring stress and anxiety down in our brain as well, and our tissues. So depending upon, I'll take 1 or 2 of these, and I take them at nighttime, but you can decide what works best for you. It's best to get them in you, and that's the biggest thing. So I hope this helped. I know it turned into quite a bit of a tutorial, but I can tell you that you will find nothing as powerful as this Mighty Pro. Stay tuned. Right after this, we have the pictures coming up of how wonderful this Mighty Pro is in giving ourselves our healthy bodies back, no matter what our age.
You are strong. You are strong.